Hi Capricorn, happy spring. Welcome to your March 2022 astrological forecast. So the very first 5 days of March, okay, Venus and Mars are still in your sign. So make the most of it, okay, if you haven't already, because you've had Venus in your sign for a really long time. So it's leaving you now, right? And it's moving into Aquarius on the 6th. So they're still traveling together, Venus and Mars. Okay, but we'll get to that in a minute. I'd like to start off with the Sun being in Pisces up until the 20th. Okay, and Mercury moving into Pisces on the 9th, but moving very fast this month and actually moves right into Aries on the 27th. And there's a new moon on the 2nd in Pisces, and Jupiter and Neptune are already in Pisces. So you have Pisces on your 3rd house. Okay, so it's pretty active right now. 3rd house is big communication and travel house. Okay, this is like the road trip. Okay, this is local travel, kind of tri-state area thing, or it's like a overnighter or a weekend or day trip or something like that. Having Jupiter here though really brings the opportunity to kind of do stuff like that, do a little bit more traveling, or 3rd house is also as far as communications go, it is an internet house. Having Jupiter here opens up a lot of possibilities for you to be online a lot more for some reason or other. I think I've already mentioned in the past that maybe you have a podcast or a website that you're starting or something, but 3rd house is the written word, so maybe you're writing something, even if it's like a book or an article, or could be a screenplay, or anything like that. You could really be writing something right now. But having Mercury here, it is the natural ruler of the 3rd house, so you could start to have an increase in regular postal mail and email, text messages, voicemail, any kind of communication coming in. Okay, back and forth even. But in a short period of time, because like I said, Mercury's moving kind of fast here. You could also be moving around your own neighborhood an awful lot more than you normally do, or have more contact with your neighbors, your siblings, or your cousins. Okay? Around this new moon of the 2nd, you could begin something or other. It could be the beginning of a project that you've written. Okay? It could be some kind of beginning online, or it could be the beginning of a trip even that maybe you're taking right now. But the new moon does bring new beginnings. So you could even be opening up your own business in your own area, okay, in your own neighborhood, or at least within your own, immediate area, okay. Now there's a full moon on the 18th in Virgo in your 9th house. It's directly across from your 3rd house of Pisces. So this, I don't think is a very big deal, okay? Both are communication and travel houses, but one is long distance and one is local. So your 9th house is long distance, okay? Long distance communication possibly. 9th house is also legal matters. It's also media and publishing, foreign anything. Foreign travel, people who live in another country, contact with them more or less. People from a different background or culture than yours. It's foreign languages and too also. So I would have to say that if you do have your own business, maybe you are maybe you already do import export, or are already dealing with people who live in another country. So it's something like that. Full moons bring issues or whatever to the surface where they can be dealt with. So it could be something like that going on right now. You could actually get some kind of long distance communication though that I don't know, might upset you for a minute. Whatever. I don't really see anything too harsh going on here, but it could be something like that. It could be even travel plans possibly falling through. the ninth house is many things, but again, it's, big travel and communication. So I'd have to say it really has something to do with that. Okay, now back to Venus and Mars. Okay, when they left your first house, they're moving into your second house of income, earned income, which, it's really nice having these planets here, right? Okay, you have Saturn here already. Saturn is in Aquarius for a little while longer. And sometimes when it's in your second house, it dries up your source of income. A lot of times people are laid off, from work or whatever. Their source of income has either dried up or it's just very scarce. Always having to look for, having a hard time making ends meet. Okay. Second house is also many, many things, but it's your self-worth also. It's your values, your personal values, but it's also your possessions and the things that you, material things that you value. It's also your investments and, anything like luxury items even, like, let's say like coins or jewelry or something, whatever. But as far as your self-worth goes, having Saturn here makes you question the way people treat you or the way you see that they treat you. There may be a person or two, usually it's family, because they've known you the longest. They've known you since you were born, and they insist on treating you as if you're still like some little kid or something instead of the grown-up adult that you are. And I'm talking about not even like your parents. I'm talking about relatives. Okay, like third house where you have all this stuff going on in Pisces is siblings and cousins. So I wouldn't even have to say your siblings. I'd have to say your cousins. Could be anything. Could be in-laws even, or aunts and uncles. But that could be something that you're making corrections to right now. Having Mars here, Mars wherever it's transiting gives you the energy and the enthusiasm to make changes in that area of your life. So that's what you're doing here as far as your self-worth goes. You're, letting people know that they have to treat you a certain way or they won't be hearing from you, right? But Mars does make you want to increase your income in some way or other. Venus here attracts that very possibility. Okay, it attracts money to you. Luxury items, things that are Venus ruled. Anything, any kind of beauty or art or whatever. And these two traveling together kind of complement one another really a lot at this time. As far as bringing in more money for you. So it could be, a new source of income that you're creating. It could be through something, like I said, Venus related even. Some form of art. Maybe there is something that you do that was a hobby at one time. That's artistic. Maybe you're working on that now. Second house is also hidden talents that come to the surface usually when there's a major planet transiting here, such as like Saturn, right? So you could, even be doing something that you used to do, let's say all the way back in high school or something. Then you were just doing it for fun, but now you're looking to like make money from it and possibly become your sole source of income. Okay, so the Sun moves into Aries on the 20th, and Mercury moves into Aries on the 27th, where you have Aries in your chart as your fourth house of your personal life, your family life. It's your actual home where you physically dwell and the property surrounding it. It's your past and your childhood, but it's your personal life. But it's also like the people you live with, your family or a roommate. But if you don't live with anyone at all, we'll just stick with your personal life, okay? So, when planets are here, it turns your attention to your home, any kind of changes that you would like to make there. A lot of times, Venus will be moving here eventually, and when that happens, you usually like to make, like redecorate or do something or other, you know, but there could be just something about your home life that you would like to change right now. Um, you know, Mercury here at the end of the month into next month could mean that you're checking into a lot of things to possibly do in the future. Maybe you're not going to do them right now, but any kind of changes, physical changes that you would like to make to your home. If you do have a roommate, you know, you could be having a little talk with them about maybe doing something different with the way the setup is possibly, who has what bedroom or something or other, you know, some kind of switch up or change, okay? This is also your past though too, so you could be hearing from people from your past. Could all go all the way back to school, and it isn't just like grade school. It could possibly be if you went to like university or something like that. Just you know, someone contacting you possibly out of the blue. Okay, the best time to do something each month is when the moon is in your own sign, and the moon is in Capricorn on the 24th, 25th, and 26th. The best time to lay low is when the moon is in your opposite sign, and your opposite sign is Cancer, and those dates are the 11th, 12th, and 13th. The best time for romance, recreation, creativity, fun, any kind of speculation or gambling, and anything to do with children is the 6th, 7th, 8th, 20th, 21st, and 22nd. The best time for money is the 1st, 13th, 14th, 15th, 27th, and 28th. The best time for your career is the 18th and 19th, and the best time for communication and travel is the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 16th, 17th, 29th, and 30th. So I would like to thank my subscribers for your continued support and for liking and sharing and commenting on my videos. If you're new to my channel and you like this video, please subscribe and don't forget to click on the notification bell where you'll be notified each time I upload something. Okay, and also check out Ask Me a Question in the description box below. It's for people who only want to know maybe one or two things about their chart. Okay, but if you would like to know more about your complete chart or any other astrological services, just check out my website. There's a link there also in the description box. And check out my weekly forecasts. Okay, so I'll see you next week. Goodbye.